Streaming now, this is the Wood TV Live Desk.
Good afternoon, everyone. Phil Penarski here with the Wood TV Live Desk. Hope you're having a great day so far. When we are just under a month away from Super Bowl LVIII happening in Las Vegas. The game, of course, is known to be quite difficult and quite expensive to get tickets for and make it in person. But what if I were to tell you that there was a way for you to win 2 free tickets, hotel accommodations, and so much more, and all you had to do was help those in need? Tony Gearheiser with the American Red Cross chapter of West Michigan is here today to tell us all about how you can help and get those free tickets. Tony, it is great to see you again.
Thank you, Phil. I'm so thankful for you allowing us to be able to come on here. Yeah, that Super Bowl promotion is really a big draw, especially with our Detroit Lions in the playoffs right now, going to divisional round. So I encourage everyone, take an opportunity to go out there, donate blood, and get your name in the drawing. You can't win if you don't try.
Right, absolutely. And, talking a little bit more about this program, Tony, obviously, there are ways for people to get their name drawn and to win those 2 free tickets. And you did a little bit of explaining right there. Tell us a little bit more about necessarily what people have to do to be able to have that chance, like you said, to even be eligible to win those tickets.
Yeah, so the first thing that somebody needs to do is they need to be able to go to redcrossblood.org or use their blood donor app to be able to find a blood drive in their community. I'd encourage you to find one that's close by, from now until the end of January. Sign up, come into the blood drive. That's the big thing, right? You'll be able to come into the blood drive feeling happy, healthy, and make sure the weather's nice out there. I know it's cooperating, but come in and get your name in the drawing that way. And so that way you can be put in the drawing.
Mm-hmm. And it's not just the Super Bowl tickets. Obviously, that is a pretty big part of the program, Tony, but there is a lot of other elements that people do get. We'll talk about the full package that people can really, that people will receive if they are selected for this drawing.
Yeah, so it's awesome because you get a 3-night stay, you get round-trip airfare, you get $1,000 gift card for miscellaneous expenses, and it's super cool opportunity to be able to do some of the pregame activities. I mean, how awesome would it be to be able to go out there and then potentially be there when the Detroit Lions are there?
Mm-hmm. Right, now definitely hopeful for that one, Tony. And January, of course, is National Blood Donor Month, and we've heard it so many times, and it really just keeps echoing year after year, month after month, season after season, of just how much hospitals, the Red Cross, all these other organizations are in desperate need of blood donations. So that's why you guys did decide to partner with the NFL and offer this Super Bowl package for people to go out there and donate. I mean, just talk about some of the needs you guys are facing and really the issues you have with securing those blood donations.
Yeah, we've seen a huge drop in the last 20 years with our blood donors out in the communities. I mean, we saw about a 40% drop. And so that was really exacerbated by the pandemic and, not being able to go into our school systems, go into our college, go into our places of work and be able to do those blood drives. And now we're still reeling and we're making a comeback from that. But I mean, we're seeing less donors out there. Volunteer donors aren't being able to necessarily get to the locations that they were used to. And so one thing that we're trying to do is be accommodating to the blood donors where they are in the community and finding those locations and being convenient as best as we can with your work locations, or if you're working from home or where you're at college or virtually, or whatever the circumstances are. And so, a huge opportunity is to be able to engage our youth, right? I'd always encourage our youth to go out there and find an opportunity to be able to give at their college. If your college isn't putting on a blood drive, reach out to the Red Cross. Go to redcrossblood.org and opportunity to be able to host a blood drive.
Mm-hmm. And this might be a little bit difficult to answer, Tony, but is there a number you guys are kind of searching for as far as donations, whether it's a number of donations, a number of pints of blood, or maybe a percentage of the community you're hoping shows up to donate blood, especially during the wintertime?
Well, I can tell you that just over between Christmas and New Year's, we saw about a 7,000 unit drop in blood donors out there. And that was largely impacted by weather, people getting sick. I know it's that time of year. And so really we're trying to make up those units. And so when we make those goals and how we try to set those expectations up are really promises to our patients in hospitals. And that we can be able to meet the need of those patients in the hospital where they need a blood transfusion, whether they're battling cancer, if they're a tragic car accident, or whatever the circumstance. I'll tell you that, from my personal experience that you never know when you're going to need blood. And over the holiday time frame, my dad actually ended up going to have surgery and needed blood. And so it's a huge understanding of you never know when it's going to happen. Every 2 seconds, someone needs it. It could be you, it could be your neighbor, it could be a friend, a family, it could be anyone. So I encourage anyone to go out there and be able to pay it forward as best as they can by donating blood.
Absolutely. And Tony, some good news. We do have a couple of comments already in the Facebook chat who have said that they have already donated. So hopefully
Awesome.
that does go a long way. And then hopefully they
Yeah.
might have some pretty strong chances to make it
Absolutely.
and win those free tickets. Tony, kind of wrapping up now, for people watching that maybe want to know what is the best way for them to donate, maybe they're eager to and maybe are looking for the way to do it the rest of this throughout the rest of this month and still have a chance to win those Super Bowl tickets. I mean, what is the best way for them to get in touch with you guys to either host a blood drive, potentially just come down and find a location where they can make those donations?
Yeah, I would encourage anyone that's interested in donating to go to redcrossblood.org and use your zip code. It'll help you find the blood drive that's closest to where where you're located, and provide that convenience for you. Or if you have the blood donor app, you can go in there and you can search out where your past donation preferences are, and it'll kind of align you right with that. Now, the big key is here, right? Make sure you donate before the end of January to make sure you're eligible for those promotional tickets for the NFL and the Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
Right, so we have about 2 weeks before the end of the month, so definitely a little bit of time for people to make those donations. And if you have questions about anything regarding the program, the initiative, or just trying to find the best place for you to donate blood, plasma, platelets, everything like that, you can find it all right now over on our website, woodtv.com. Tony, thank you so much for stopping by the live desk today. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Phil. And I just want to say one last thing. I want to thank all of those donors out there. It's a blood donor month, and thank you all for being able to give during this time. You know, it's a huge shout out to you. You guys are literally making sure that patients are getting the transfusions they need, getting the blood they needed, and making sure they're having a safe and sound January. Thank you.
Yes, no, absolutely. All right, Tony, well, we'll see you next time. And I want to thank everybody else for tuning into this latest edition of the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Phil. Bye, everyone.